Hello everyone. This is a video where I'm going to go through the accessories that I've gotten for my lathe, which, funnily enough, has not arrived yet. It should be arriving tomorrow or at the latest the day after. But these are the accessories that I actually ended up ordering in from the States. I was going to get both the lathe and the accessories from the same place, but due to the fact that shipping on a lathe was the same as the price of the lathe, I decided to go with a Canadian distributor. However, I still liked the tool sets that they had at littlemachineshop.com, which is based out of California, I believe. And so I ordered most of my tools from there. So to start off, we'll start with the tool holding stuff. We've got, of course, the drill chuck with your tapered shank and, of course, your key. For those of you that don't know, it goes in this hole here, the short part, and you just kind of firmly, and it holds it by friction. And then you can knock it out with the key or something else if you wanted to put a different kind of shank on there. Then I've got this, which I'm really glad I got, a quick change tool post. Currently it's got a cutoff tool in it that I just slapped in there so there'd be something in it. But basically with this, you adjust this thumb screw to whatever height you want, and then lock it into place with this screw. Then, even if you remove the tool by turning this lever and lifting up, and put it somewhere because you're doing some other operation, you can still, just doing it one-handed is not the easiest, you can still put it right back in and lock it in place, and it'll be at the same height and approximately the same index position as long as you don't move the post. And you can have different tools in different holders. That's the holder for my cutoff tool. You've also got your holder for a conventional tool bit holder for, say, a square shank 3/8, I believe is the shanks that I got on my tools. And you can set the height on it and everything. Same with this knurling tool, which came with it, and this boring bar holder that'll come in really handy, and this other tool holder that's slightly different depth there than the other one, but otherwise pretty much the same. So that's the tool holding stuff that I got. The lathe already came with a chuck and a faceplate and lathe dog and everything like that. So good to go with that. I may eventually buy a 4-jaw chuck and or a collet set, depending on what I end up primarily doing with my lathe. I've got a couple of projects that I'm going to try out to see, what I enjoy making the most. And that'll determine what tooling I get in the future. Here we've got some cutting tools. We've got some carbide tools with 3/8 shanks. We've got left hand and right hand tools, and we've got one that's straight, and these are, I believe, at a different angle than those. I'll also probably be getting some high-speed steel blanks at some point so that I can shape form tools and stuff like that on my grinder, because for doing certain special kinds of radiuses or certain kinds of threads, external thread cutting could definitely be useful. For making customized boring bars for internal threads, also very useful. And as you can see, this comes also with the wrenches to change out your carbide bits or to rotate them. We've got these, which is my set of boring bars. got 9 total of different lengths and different minimum diameters. These are brazed on, and we'll see how good they are. I think, don't know if you can see. There we go. The edges look a little bit rough-ish, so I might have to clean those up. But overall, looks pretty good. Still got this protective plastic on the shank I forgot to take off. That's easy enough. And it all comes in a nice little holder there so I don't lose them or let them chip on each other. I've also got a set of 3 center drills. I didn't actually order any drill bits because I already had a wide variety of different drill bits already. Some ordinary steel drill bits, some titanium nitride coated ones, etc., etc. I might order some if I don't have all the right sizes. I'll probably order or make a jig for resharpening my own drill bits as well. And next we have our measuring tools. Now we've got, of course, your ruler, which is super convenient all the time for laying out, for pretty much anything that doesn't require ridiculous precision. I've got a nice little dial caliper. I went with a dial caliper instead of a digital caliper because I've had a digital caliper before and the battery died, which wasn't a problem because I just replaced it, but it still didn't work. Even when using a known good battery. It probably also had something to do with the fact that it was a $25 digital caliper, but you know, if I get a dial caliper, nothing can really go wrong. This one's very nice. You can also, you've got the set screw there for so you can zero it, and the set screw there to keep it still. Now I noticed that this is a little bit loose, so I might just tighten up that screw a little bit. We'll see. But yeah, it looks good. And then I've got a dial indicator with a magnetic base. This is a key piece of measuring tool for the lathe. Also for a mill, but very important for a lathe as well to determine concentricity and just so many different uses, from setting up the machine and calibrating it to anything, really. It's just a super useful piece of kit, and so I got a decent one. This one can also be zeroed and adjusted as well, and you can set these little limit indicators there if you like, although I probably won't end up using those a whole heck of a lot. Anyway, this is the tooling that I have received from my lathe, and when my lathe comes in a day or two, I will make another video about that. Like and subscribe.